Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this video. Before we make a start on it, I've got a quick announcement. I've been lucky enough to be selected to play for the Evestrust Legends charity game Doncaster Rovers against Sheffield Wednesday on the 7th of May 2022 at the Eco Power Stadium. A big thank you to C&K Decorators for their sponsorship so far, and donations are greatly appreciated. Link in the description down below for C&K Decorators socials and the donation page as well. And tickets are available, so please get in touch on my socials for more information on that. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Hi guys and welcome to this match preview for Doncaster Rovers versus Sheffield Wednesday this Saturday at the Eco Power Stadium. South Yorkshire derby, two teams needing the points for their own reasons at two different ends of the table. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you very much for sticking around with the channel and supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Ticked over 2,500 subscribers, so thank you very much. If this video has brought you to the channel, please consider clicking subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. There will be a match day vlog on Saturday, and if you are new, this is a format that we go through match previews in. We'll look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I choose a Donny Rovers player to profile. I choose my one to watch for Sheffield Wednesday in this video, but as I've always said, you know your club much better than what I do, so if you think I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. And then we round the video off with three predictions, predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub. Me and the family do a predictions league table, there's a quick update on that, and then we finish off with the all-important score prediction for this fixture. So without further ado, into previous meetings. And looking back across our history, Donny and Sheff Wednesday have only faced off 20 times, and Sheffield Wednesday have the massive upper hand, winning twice as many games as Donny. Rovers winning 6, Wednesday winning 12, and we've only shared the spoils on two separate occasions, so I'm not expecting a draw on Saturday. It's going to go one way or the other, and you'll find out at the end of the video which way I think it's going to go. But looking back at our last 5 meetings, so drilling down to the more recent fixtures between the two, going back to 2009 in the Championship, the good old days, and we were pretty good back then because, as you can see, the times that we met in the Championship, Donny came out on top on every single occasion, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0 and 1-0 in the 09-10 season and the 13-14 season. But then earlier this season, I think it was, for me, an undeserved 2-0 defeat. I thought we played well for 60 to 65, maybe 70 minutes, but the quality of Sheff Wednesday's squad just shone through in the final 20 minutes with some good substitutions made by Darren Moore, and you went out 2-0 winners, and probably deserved the result in the last 15-20 minutes, but I thought we did enough in the first 60 to 70 to warrant bringing a point home, but it wasn't meant to be, so hopefully we can rectify that on Saturday. But yeah, looking back at our last 5, it's pretty good reading for Rovers fans with those 4 wins and only 1 defeat, but we are in very different form this season, and that leads me on to current form. Rovers coming into this one off the back of a win, but our last 5 we've had a defeat, a win, 2 defeats on the bounce and then a win. Sheffield Wednesday on the other hand, 3 wins and a defeat, and at the time of recording there's still pitch inspection going on at Hillsborough for the Accrington Stanley game this evening, so it may be postponed, or that grey dash may be a win, defeat or a draw. We will keep posted on the news as it goes, or as it comes in after I've recorded this video. So potentially Wednesday coming into this game after playing tonight on a tough heavy pitch, so that may play in the Rovers' favour. If not, Rovers have had a game on Tuesday, Wednesday have had a little bit more rest and rehab, so fine margins could be decided if this game is played or not tonight. But on to the Rovers, talk about a smash and grab on Tuesday night for us. Lincoln with a much better team, according to pretty much all sources that I read or people that I spoke to, and the stats pretty much say that they were the better team as well. 30% possession, we only had 1 shot on target, and that was from the penalty. But the only stat that matters is that one shot on target was from the penalty, and it finished 1-0, and we'll take those 3 points. And for me, too many times this season we've looked dead and buried, and then we pulled out a fantastic result at MK Dons, at Sunderland recently, and now at Lincoln, and straight away we've gone, it's about taking that into the next game, get that momentum. Let's try and get a couple of results and a run going to try and save our season. And we've always fell short, so I'm hoping this one is different and we do take that positivity, that collectiveness that I saw on Twitter from the fans. The fans were immense. I think if we keep pulling together, we could be that extra man, that 12th man that helps drive the lads on and helps continue that momentum and hopefully get a good result on Saturday against a local rival. On to Sheffield Wednesday. They've reignited their playoff hopes and potentially top 2 hopes. It's not out of the question. There's still plenty of football to play, but they've had some very good results in recent weeks, even despite a number of injured key players. So they're doing well this season, and talked to Jake, bumped Sheff 41 quite a lot, and he was happy with a mid-table rebuilding season and go next season, but potentially they could bounce back. Who knows? They'll be wanting to get a result against a team as low in the table as what Donny are, so I expect a tough game on Saturday. And over recent weeks, good wins against Plymouth, Ipswich, Morecambe, Burton and Wigan, for me, have set them up very well coming into the start of the run-in to the end of the season. But disappointment in the South Yorkshire derby did, in my opinion, put the universe back into balance, because earlier in the season, Rotherham battered Sheff Wednesday at their place and got beat 2-0, whereas this time Wednesday, arguably the better team overall, and got beat 2-0 by a very good Rotherham United team. So yeah, universe is back in balance, but I think if the game's not played tonight, Sheff Wednesday will be wanting to bounce back with a win against another local rival. On to player profile for this video, I have chosen Dan Gardner, the scorer of the penalty at Lincoln, which has lifted it off at the foot of the table. We've played a few more games than teams around us, but hopefully those games in hand don't come to bite us and the teams around us struggle and get beaten them. And there's glimmers of hope. There's still a very tiny light at the end of the tunnel. But for me, Dan Gardner is vital in this squad at the minute for his experience and just his ability within the midfield to help younger players around him. He's got, as I say, bags of experience, previous clubs of Celtic, Flixton on loan, Crewe, Droylsden, Halifax, Chesterfield, Tranmere, Bury, Oldham, Salford, Wigan, and now with us, 278 career appearances, 25 goals and 41 assists. So he's one of those players that sits in the midfield, does all of the graft, really. He's been around the block a little bit, and I think that experience could be invaluable coming into the run into the end of the season, and hopefully he can pull some of the younger lads along with him. But fantastic penalty, put his foot through the ball, no keeper was saving that straight down the middle. Moving on to the opponents, one to watch. So as I said, you know your club much better than what I do, so if you think there should be somebody else I should be touching upon or talking about, please let me know in the comments down below. But I've gone with a pretty obvious choice for people outside of Sheffield Wednesday looking in. I think he's a bit of a cheat code for League One, far too good on his day. It is Barry Bannon, 32-year-old central midfielder, and if you know football and you like your lower leagues, you'll know of Barry Bannon, a very, very good player, technically gifted. On his day, he is unstoppable, and I think a lot of teams in League One have found out that if you snuff Barry Bannon out, you've got a chance of getting something against Sheffield Wednesday. He makes them tick. A lot of the play goes through him. 4 goals, 6 assists. I think he'll be disappointed with that in terms of a return on goals and assists this season, but I think it is because a lot of League One teams have focused a lot of their energy on stopping Barry Bannon from making Sheffield Wednesday tick. I think Luongo is one to watch out for as well, so we don't want to be completely blinkered by stopping Barry Bannon, because there are other players with bags of ability in Sheffield Wednesday's squad who could cause us damage. But for me, I'll be watching Barry Bannon on Saturday, and hopefully he doesn't have that good a game. Moving on to the predicted team lineup, so this is thanks to FanHub. Once again, if you haven't got the app, please go ahead and download it. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into. I don't have a golden ticket at the minute, but as soon as I do, it will be on these videos. The thing that I use FanHub for most is predicting my team lineup for the games, and this is my lineup for the upcoming fixture against Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going quite defensive. I'd take a draw. I'd snap your hand off for a poor 0-0 at the minute. But I'm going with Mitchell in goal, a back five with wing backs of Noyle and Jackson. They're the wing backs, and defensive three of Younger, Williams and Olowu, all played very well against Lincoln. And then a midfield four of Gardner, Smith, Martin and Rowe. Martin and Rowe potentially move out wide, pull back in, a little bit of freedom just in behind Rio Griffiths, and hopefully that's a squad and a setup that could potentially get you points on Saturday. Moving on to the Predictions League table, so if you're new to this, me and the family have predicted the scoreline for every single league game this season. If we get it spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game right but not the result, we get 1 point. And if we get it completely wrong, we get no points. And we were all not so positive on Tuesday. We all went with Rovers defeat, so no change in the table. Dad sits on top on 21, I'm in second on 20, Max in third on 16, and Chris holding us all up at the bottom on 14 points. So 13 games left, plenty of movement in this table yet. And that brings me on to my score prediction, and it's another tough one. I went with a 3-0 defeat against Lincoln, and it seemed to go in our favour. But Sheffield Wednesday, very strong outfit, although they've got plenty of injuries, key players out. I still think they've got enough within the squad to cause the damage on Saturday. And I think the way that we played on Tuesday, very defensive, rode us luck a lot. I think against a team like Sheffield Wednesday, that luck may run out. So I'm going with another defeat, unfortunately. Because I'll always try and predict with my head and not my heart. Obviously heart always want to win every single game, but for this one I'm going with a defeat. Rovers 1, Sheff Wednesday 3. And that's where I'm going to leave this video. Just a quick note before I do leave you though, I'm hopefully going to be outside the ground selling some raffle tickets for the Evestrust charity game between Doncaster Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday. It's a 50-50 raffle. £1 a ticket, £500 to the winner, £500 goes to charity. So if you do see me, please come over, buy a ticket. It goes to a fantastic cause. And that's where I am going to leave you. If you've enjoyed this one, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us. Please comment in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.